lap. And as the sun starts to set over there now that we've got it, it's going to make it very hard to see what's happening down at Bradley and Nelson, as the colours will look all exactly the same down there, so we won't be able to pick up who's there, but we'll wait for them to come back round. For second place, the traffic is going to play a part here possibly as well, as Bradley Gravitt's just come out of the pit lane. Rob Austin is very tentative around the outside line. I think there's a few drops of rain starting to fall once again as well, so it's going to get even more tricky out there on circuit as they head up through onto lap number 2. Here come the Coopers. Is it still Alex Neville that leads? Yes, it is, by an extended margin now, so he's done a great job on this first lap to pull away. Second place is that James Hillary in car number, no it's not, it's Archie O'Brien in second, then James Hillary. Too many white cars towards the front there. Louis Capizoni's done well to get back up into 4th place. 5th place is going to be Harry Nunn, and Ben Kasperzak's made a great start, so things going right for him in race number 2. That car now definitely on song after the wet weather conditions we had in race number 1. Things now looking a little bit better for Ben Kasperzak, trying to get his championship lead back from the likes of Harry Nunn, from Archie O'Brien, who's still up the road from him, so we'll struggle to get that one back, I'm sure, from the man who sits in 3rd position. And he's still got the guest class runner, Louis Capizoni, to get through as well. But that's been a good recovery from Louis, although he's got a lot of bodywork trading from the back of that car to show how much he was bumped through those first few corners as they headed up towards Richie's corner. Meantime, Cooper S is side by side for the lead. Rob Austin under attack from Dan Butcher-Lord. He's going to try and go right around the outside line. If he gets that done, that's going to be the move of the race, surely. He's still on the outside line in towards Williams. He's got much better grip there. There's Robert down. So Dan Butcher-Lord goes into the lead on the Cooper S's for the second time this weekend. So is it going to be a double, just like Rob Austin did at Brands Hatch just 2 weeks ago? And it looks good at the minute, and Dan Butcher-Lord already has extended that to about 4 or 5 car lengths as they head their way down the Bentley straight once again. Sammy Bowler is still 3rd, and 4th place is James Goodall in car number 47. So good stuff from the Cooper S's and also from the Coopers as well, though. He picks up the pace once again. Alex Neville, that was very bizarre. Looks like he just ran out of power. The car's boxing on his head. Alex Neville, what was it? 2.3 seconds. He's now down into what's going to be 4th place by the looks of it. So Alex Neville, what a shame for him. He started on the front row of the Coopers, but there was some sort of issue there running through as well, massively on this 2-off. There's maybe some issues over there at Cora because the conditions have caught out 2 cars. They've gone off in sync, really. They've gone off the sack. That's Lee Pearce, who's one of them, and the other is number 20 by the looks of it, which is Charlie Mann. So Charlie Mann and Lee Pearce, as I said, sync in terms of off the circuit, and they have rejoined. Just managed to avoid hitting the barrier there, so it's good that there's a lot of runoff up at Coram Corner, but that was a bit disastrous for Lee Pearce, who did not have the run of the race so far. He made 2 mistakes in this race now. He's dropped right down to the tail of the field. So action aplenty as ever. Always makes it more difficult when there's 2 classes out there. We're trying to keep an eye on Cooper S's. We're trying to keep an eye on Coopers as well. But there's action in every single class at the minute. But just to confirm, it's Dan Butcher-Lord that leads the way in the Cooper S's. Rob Austin is 2nd. Sammy Bowler is 3rd. Those 3 separated by 1.7 seconds. And then James Goodall just about on the fringes of the podium places in 4th place in car number 47. So that's how the Cooper S's look. Good scrap for 5th place in Cooper S's as well there. I think that's Alan Lee, Keir McConomy and Gary Patworth, who are those 3 together. And the only one that's not in the mix really is the 231 machine. So that car is struggling a little bit lower down the order, which is Steve Webb, but he reported much longer, maybe under threat from the Coopers. The Coopers have gone through, and it's now Archie O'Brien that leads the way. So they're through the closest to that. Archie O'Brien, start. now he finds himself in the lead of the race. So Archie O'Brien, quite sure he's going to be the championship leader, leading Snetterton here today because he's had some solid results. He's finished ahead of his championship rival Ben Caspazak on one occasion so far. Archie O'Brien and James Hillary, not by much though, they're still side by side. And I think James Hillary's just got the race lead back in the Coopers as they head down towards London and Nelson Moore. It's going to be the third time I've asked him. Again, we're only going to see the two cars. We won't be able to pick out numbers as they head under the bridge, but they were together as they left us and they rejoined together. As quick as possible. Here come the leaders in the Coopers across the line then. So Hillary from O'Brien. O'Brien gets a great toe up towards Ritchie's. Will he dart out the last possible opportunity? No, they're going to stay nose down in towards Ritchie's corner. So I think they're just going to work together for the time being, just to try and pull away from those behind, because they've left Alex Neville now by a good couple of seconds. And of course Alex Neville, on his recovery after that little bit of a stutter he had through Oggies and Williams, he has improved though. He's done the best of his race so far in terms of a lap time, 2:35.7, which is about 1.2 seconds quicker than O'Brien, and it's about half a second quicker than James Hillary in the lead of the race. So he may be able to catch it, Alex Neville, and with that he might take Harry Nunn, he might take Josh Porter, and he could take as well Ben Caspazak, who sits there in what's going to be 6th place in class. So he's 6th in the Coopers. He's just ahead of the Louis Capozzoli car, guest competitor for this weekend. It's been, as I said, a baptism of fire, being put in pole position in race number 2. He's done well though, he's come very well, I have to say. He was back up there in 3rd place for a while, but now he's not behind this Gaggle, which has gone through. That Gaggle. Harry Nunn, behind Josh Porter. Head down to the right-hander at Oggies. Just wondering if one of those has possibly gone missing ahead of Ben Caspazak. We'll find out very shortly, but what's happened with them? Another lap, still down to Lord in the lead of the race. It's 2.3 seconds. Yes, he is. Last time through in the quickest lap of the race, 2:30.255. And now he's starting to defend from Alex Neville. So Alex Neville, as we said, wants to get back up there to the lead of the race. He's going to have to work hard now. 2 laps to go for them. Harry Nunn is still there. Josh Porter is still there, so that's good. Caspazak, Capozzoli, and also Lydia Walmsley now trying to get through. She takes the rear of the back of Louis Capozzoli's car off because he was bringing some debris with him there, so that disappears finally, but it's now lying in the middle of the track as they head up towards Ritchie's corner. But Lydia Walmsley still yet to get through on Louis Capozzoli. Just ahead of them is Ben Caspazak, who's under attack now as Capozzoli goes round the outside line, possibly to get that place away. Let's have a look and see if the turquoise car has gone through. They are nose to tail on the exit of Wilson, and coming right into this mix now is going to be Lydia Walmsley. So yeah, Capozzoli's through. Lydia Walmsley may also be through as well there on Caspazak. Not quite, they are nose to tail down towards Palmer. So this is all the fight over what's going to be, what are we over this, 4th, 5th, 6th. This is over 6th place at the minute, and it's Capozzoli that's gone through. Caspazak's now dropped down to 7th place. Lydia Walmsley looks at the outside line towards Agostini. She needs to do the cut back ready there on the exit Magostini, and she gets the job done. She tucks the car up the inside line there. The nose is just being shown to the rear of Ben Casterzak, but after down a bit, once again in the second race, they head down towards Hamilton. Despite the 6th place in the Supernight, closest on track at the minute, as trying to go through Lily Walmsley. Local girl now goes to the inside line of Ben Kasperzak. That's going to help her massively within the championship. She brakes very late there, just about gets the car stopped in time, falls round the corner. So Lily Walmsley now goes to 7th place, Ben Kasperzak is down to 8th place, and the most problem is Dominic Wheatley, race 1 winner, is going to be with them as well. Dominic hasn't really shown his pace in this second race, has he? He's really struggled to get through the pack. So after trying to make up a few points, Dominic Wheatley is now going to be down there on the fringes of the top 10. So no further inroads. Is a very comfortable overall off it. Alex Hill now is halfway through second place, only around about, I'd say that's a second and a half off the back of the race leader James Hillary. So James is going to power his way through, but possibly there, second place now, which is Alex Neville. Alex has had no podiums this year either, so both of them on for their first podium and possibly